Thank you for tuning in to the HHWShow podcast. I'm Obi-Wan, and this is the Women's WrestleMania Fantasy Cup Challenge. The Women's WrestleMania World Cup Challenge is a fantasy event by the Hard Hittin Wrestling Show, featuring top WrestleMania female superstars filled with dream matches. And of course, there are a few rematches, but we're starting with 32 female superstars, and the top two of every group will surpass the knockout stage and enter the round of 16. Now, if these words or the terminology is familiar, well, you're right. This format is just like the World Cup in soccer. Last Tuesday, Hector, Frank, and I talked about each group of every female superstar participant and what possibility the prediction that we had who was going to advance to the next round. Well, here is the results, and you'll be surprised on how everything fell into place. Let's go, shall we? Starting with Group A, we had Natalya, Nikki Bella, Sable, and Billie Kay. Now, Billie Kay is one half of the Iconics. She didn't have her partner with her, but being in singles competition, she was unsuccessful in matching up with Sable, Nikki, and Natalya. However, Natalya, she went undefeated. She knocked down Nikki Bella, Sable, and Billie Kay, and she finished in first place. Nikki Bella clinched the second, and therefore, Natalya and Nikki Bella top two, and they will advance to the round of 16. Let's go on our Group B. Rhea Ripley, Charlotte Flair, AJ Lee, and Asuka. Now, of course, this could be debatable, but I just don't see how AJ Lee could fit in with all this, especially that the female superstar of today are just much better than the past. And again, this could be debatable. However, Rhea Ripley is the top of her game, and if she is in her prime, and if she has that attitude right now, and going back to the Attitude Era or any other type of era in the WWE, Rhea Ripley will still be accomplishing a lot of stuff here, okay? Yes, Charlotte Flair is still there. I think there will be a split between the two, but as far as everything else, when it comes to WrestleMania, it seems like Asuka is the female superstar that doesn't get the credit, right? Remember that undefeated streak that she had, and Charlotte Flair had to ruin it. Okay, AJ Lee might go psychotic and everything else, so therefore Rhea Ripley 3-0 and Charlotte Flair 1-1-1, and Ripley and Flair are the top two. They advance to the next round. Group C, Becky Lynch, Bayley, Ronda Rousey, and Nikki Cross. We know that WrestleMania 35 was Becky Lynch, Ronda Rousey, and Charlotte Flair. For the first time, a female superstar's main event WrestleMania. Becky Lynch became two-belt champ. Bayley's been always successful, first Grand Slam champion. Nikki Cross, she hasn't really done much in WrestleMania, but she got a couple of victories. However, with Ronda Rousey, I mean, she just comes and goes, right? Not much activity. And yes, Becky Lynch did get her number. It was a tie, and unfortunately with Bayley and Ronda Rousey, a vote had to be in there. Bayley gets the nod, and therefore Becky Lynch and Bayley are the top two advancing to the next round. And Group D, Delta, as I say it, Shayna Baszler, Sasha Banks, Wendy Richter, and Carmella. If you're not familiar with Wendy Richter, I'm going to tell you what, she was the world champion. She did participate in WrestleMania 1. She had Cyndi Lauper on her side. But yes, Wendy Richter was a former world champion, and she is the Hall of Famer. Carmella, she's been in and out. She had her moments in WrestleMania, but you got to give props to Shayna Baszler. She is beast mode. And if she was to go head-to-head with these female superstars, she would definitely go undefeated. Sasha Banks, she had her WrestleMania moments, but therefore, looking at the standings right now, Baszler and Banks are topping their points, and they advance to the next round. Moving on to Group E, China, Trish Stratus, Victoria, Tori Wilson. Oh my God, fabulous females. But Chyna's beast mode here. Oh, I give credit to Chyna. Trish Stratus, she was the top of her game during her time in WWE. And head to head, Trish Stratus did have the number of Victoria and Tori Wilson. So give shout out to Chyna and Stratus. They move on to the next round. Group F, Beth Phoenix, Alexa Bliss, Michelle McCool, and Mickie James. Wow, these are all stars in this group, and it pretty much anyone could debate as how you pick these, right? But I'm looking at the head-to-head. Beth Phoenix was on top during her time. Alexa Bliss did flirt around. She did have a victory over McCool and Mickie James, but most of the time Bliss and James were actually together. However, Beth Phoenix, being the world champion that she is and a Hall of Famer, no doubt that she will take on these superstars one-on-one and come out victorious. Beth Phoenix, Alexa Bliss, the top two in this group, and will advance to the next round. Group G, Lita, Liv Morgan, Alicia Fox, and Molly Holly. Now, Molly Holly, she had her moments too. She had a great record at WrestleMania. And then Alicia Fox, she did what she had to do. When you go to head-to-head, Liv Morgan, she has that one little victory, I believe, Alicia Fox. All the other ones she has surpassed when it comes to the Royal Rumble. As a matter of fact, the last two Royal Rumbles, Morgan had outlasted most of these superstars. And Lita, man, she was fire, man, during her time. So a close call here, but Lita and Liv Morgan definitely move on to the next round. In Group H, Nia Jax, Bianca Belair on top of this one. Yes, Naomi, Melina, former world champions, but right now at the top of their game, Nia Jax has got it going on. She is beast mode. Again, this is her prime. This is her comeback. And Bianca Belair. And you know what? Bianca Belair wishes that she could go ahead and go one-on-one against Nia Jax. She hasn't had that opportunity. However, no disrespect to Naomi and Melina, but it is what it is. That's how the cards went. And Jackson Belair move on to the next round. And now we'll look at the round of 16. And this is where we're going to have this discussion on Tuesday live at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the HHWShow podcast. So please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on Facebook. And you definitely can follow me on Twitter at OV_HHWShow. Or shall I say on the X Factor right there, right? On X. But we'll start off with the round of 16 with Natalya versus Charlotte Flair, Becky Lynch versus Sasha Banks, Chyna versus Alexa Bliss, Lita versus Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley versus Nikki Bella, Shayna Baszler versus Bayley, Beth Phoenix versus Trish Stratus, and the main event of round of 16, Nia Jax versus Liv Morgan. All right, single elimination, and the winner will advance to the quarterfinals. And that's not all, because also on Tuesday, we're going to be talking about March Madness Fantasy Tournament. That's all the men's superstars, right? All the male superstars who had pretty much one of the best records in WrestleMania. And yeah, you know it. You know, the best record in WrestleMania goes to The Undertaker. He has the most wins. Triple H has the most appearances. John Cena's up there. And yes, Edge. So with 64 male superstars, 64, I gotta say that name 64 because wow, that's a lot, right? But we have 4 regions, 4 brackets, process of elimination, and this week coming up starting Tuesday, we will discuss round 1, and at the end of the week we will have round 2 finalized. So you don't want to miss that as well, and you'd be surprised who's on those brackets. But I mean, we're talking about from WrestleMania 1 all the way till to now to WrestleMania 39, the best male superstars in WrestleMania. Thank you for watching. I'm Obi-Wan. I can't wait to see you guys all to check us out on Tuesday. Thank you for watching. Gotta love some wrestling, right? Oh, yeah.